What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Mod Garage. Today we got some more work to do on the 13B. We've got OMP block-off plates as well as some other block-off plates, just trying to simplify this motor up.
Anyways, guys, we're going to start doing a new thing where if you subscribe to us, we're going to subscribe back to you. We've already subscribed back to every single person that we can on our channel. If you're private, unfortunately we cannot because we don't know who you are. So if you want us to follow you, make your account unprivate. But yeah, subscribe to us, we'll subscribe back. If you comment on our video, we'll reply to your comments. And if you like our video, we'll go and like your most recent video. So please, please, please do that because it actually helps so much.
Helps a lot. It means a lot to us, and you know, we want to...
Yeah, like we're just getting started and we want to give back to you guys. If you're watching these videos, we'll give back to you. Like, right now we owe it to you guys. So yeah. Yeah, I guess...
show them what we got.
Yeah, show them what we got. Alright guys, so I got a package from two online part distributors. One is from Bonsai Racing and one is from Atkinson's Rotary. If you're an RX-7 guy, you probably know what that is. If you don't, check them out because they have a lot of cool stuff. It's not the cheapest, but I mean it definitely does help out with a lot of stuff, especially regarding RX-7s because it is hard to find parts on the internet, as I'm sure you know if you own one. So let's get into what we got here. First things first, we have a new transmission mount because our bushing is completely blown in the old one. So yeah, that's going to go on there. Second thing, we have some new belts, as well as an alternator pulley, just to clean up a little bit, and also just, why not? Other than that, we have a clutch line. We've got some big old polyurethane motor mounts, which is going to really, really help out for this rotary, because anyone who owns an RX-7 knows that the stock motor mounts shake a lot, and if you have stock motor mounts, a lot of people run a brace off the top of the motor to basically the strut tower. And so something like this, if you upgrade to a polyurethane mount, it's going to help you a lot. And these are the street style from Bonsai Racing. So you can actually get stiffer ones than this that are like a full solid race mount. But for me, this is more than enough. So yeah, we're just going to send it with that. And then other than that, we have basically the goods of this video. So there's an OMP delete. So just a plate and a few screws to cover some other holes, basically where the oil injects into the fuel rail. And then in here we have an exhaust gas delete plate. I don't know which one it is. And then there's 2 or 3 other ones in here. And I didn't know what exactly they were, but if you can block off a system and it's not going to mess with your ECU, it's totally worth it. And also I couldn't buy the exhaust gas delete on its own, so I figured why not just send it and get rid of as much as I can, because let's be real guys, I'm going to drift the shit out of this car and I don't care if I have accessories at all.
Yeah, and the less things you have, the less there is to go wrong.
Totally, totally, yeah. Like I want to keep this thing simple. Keep it simple, stupid. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's get this motor jacked up and get to it.
Alright, so we got EGR, which is the exhaust gas recirculation. BAC, no idea what that is. Sub-Zero? Nope.
Pretty sure that's a superhero.
We don't know what that is. ACV? Also no idea. I do know what hex head bolts are, so that's good, but you know, at least...
I don't know what that is, so that's good.
2 out of 5. Yeah, perfect.
Hey, 2 out of 5 ain't bad.
Yeah, these are the goods.
Alright, so we figured out where these all go now. And so the reason I bought these kit is for these 2 plates right here. Okay? This is an EGR delete and this is an OMP delete. These were the main 2 that I wanted to get rid of because this is what circulates oil back in your fuel system. And I don't want to do that because it usually fails and I'd rather just run premix and be safe. And this is an EGR delete and it's just kind of a useless thing where it recycles your exhaust gas back into your intake manifold. That seems kind of weird to me, and so those were the main 2 that I wanted to get.
Also, super quick disclaimer. If you're going to, you know, follow this video and do what we're doing, and you're gonna get the OMP delete, which is oil metering pump delete, please run premix.
Yes.
Because you will nuke your engine.
Or your apex seals are going to say goodbye.
That's
like,
what mixes oil in with the fuel, and rotaries need that. So if you do the OMP delete, you have to run premix.
Yeah, a rotary is essentially a 2-stroke motor, and so you basically need a mixture of oil and gas just to lubricate your apex seals as they spin around. And if you don't do that, they're gonna get really, really hot. They're gonna expand, and it may be okay for a bit, but overall, it's just not gonna last. You're gonna blow something up.
Yeah.
So if you do this, if you do the OMP delete, run premix, do your research, hit up AMSOIL, do something to make sure that your car is set up on premix.
Anyways, guys, that's enough talking. Let's get to work.
Alright guys, so if you look in here, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see the OMP. And it's a funky little thing. It's got all these little like brittle lines. I'm honestly really surprised they haven't cracked yet. But these things are literally like known to fail on rotaries. They're very weak point. This rod here is connected to your throttle, like your throttle cable. So basically, as you give it more throttle, it's going to actuate here and it's going to open that pump, allowing for more oil to flow into your gas.
So basically, the harder you rip it, the more oil it circulates.
Exactly.
Which makes sense.
And it's basically just correcting that ratio, because obviously the more gas you give it, or the more throttle you give it, the more gas it's going to pump in. So that's all you're doing. So when you add premix, you're always on that set ratio. You always know it's safe, and you don't have to worry about it. And for me, that is worth saving the headache, especially on something like this, because there's more than enough headache.
And especially when you're drifting, banging the rev limiter, doing whatever.
100%. We got our OMP off. So yeah, the pump that's sat right on here inside of the block.
Just two 10 millimeter bolts.
Just two 10 mils, and then you got to fish the lines out.
Yeah, so there's these two little ports here, and then two other ports here that connects to.
Exactly. But yeah, this thing's all off and ready to go into the scrap bin. Guys, quick tech tip. I don't really know what these are called, but these are the oil injectors. So your OMP feeds into these lines, which in turn feeds oil into your block, or into your gasoline, I guess. Well, in this case, it's just right into your block. We found the easiest way to do this: pair of vice grips. Get her on there. You're gonna have to squeeze a little tight, and then it should, if it's like the other one, just pop right out.
Because the problem we were having is that you can see the nut right there.
Yeah.
It's too small of a gap to actually fit a wrench in. They're too thick.
So we were debating floppy disking a wrench, and then we just grabbed some vice grips, and it worked really well. So if you're in the same situation and you're junking these, grab a pair of vice grips and save yourself some time.
Thanks for the idea, Noah. You're welcome.
And so basically we have 4 holes to clog. We have 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 right here. So we have to plug all of those because the OMP basically feeds into those. So it feeds 2 into the block, 2 into the intake manifold, and we're going to clog all of those. So we figured out that the Allen head bolts are too long to fit in here, and it's the grub screws that sit in these ones. So what we're going to do is just throw a little bit of Loctite on them and then slap them in. One thing to note with RTV, guys, is whenever you put it on something, what you want to basically do is put the bolts in and tighten it until you just feel the tiniest little bit of resistance. You want to let the RTV fully cure, and then you tighten it all the way on. Alright guys, so we just finished editing this video, and we realized it's probably not our best video. There is some important stuff you are doing an OMP delete, but we also forgot to film an outro, so we just figured we'd do it now. If you're still watching this, you're awesome. Really appreciate it. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.